Hi, I'm Florence Caico and today I'm going to talk about Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Jr. was the son of Baptist pastor Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta William King, a church organist. His father's name was Michael King at birth. At first, he was named with the same name, Michael King Jr. But on a trip to Europe that the family made in 1934, the father, during a visit to Germany, decided to change the names to Martin Luther in honor of the Protestant reformer Martin Luther. He had an older sister, Christine King Ferris, and a younger brother, Alfred Daniel Williams King. Very soon, he showed his charisma and his firm determination to fight for the defense of civil rights with peaceful methods. Inspired by the figure of Mahatma Gandhi and the theory of civil disobedience of Henry David Thoreau, the same sources as for those years inspired Nelson Mandela's struggle against apartheid in South Africa. In August 1955, a humble black dressmaker, Rosa Parks, was arrested and fined for sitting in the white section of a bus. King led a massive boycott of more than a year against segregation on municipal buses. Martin Luther King lived in the United States in a period where racial discrimination and segregation were law. During King's years as a pastor, the black population of the North American country suffered daily not having the same rights as whites. King, who came from a black family, had experienced a segregationist society since childhood. At the age of 6, two white friends announced that they were not allowed to play with him. I choose this word leader because he understood racial equality as an essential condition of human dignity, which was legitimated on the political level by the principles of democracy, of which he always declared himself a supporter, and on the moral plane by religious principles. Consequently, an action aimed at the conquest of their own rights should be never considered subversive or revolutionary. King didn't proclaim the violation of the law, but argued that unjust laws cannot be obeyed because they are contrary to the moral law. It pointed to the way of love as opposed to the inactivity of passive blacks and the exasperated hatred of nationalists. And he claimed that he hadn't helped and understood by the white church. In this sense, King adapted and developed Gandhi's concept of non-violence, which he knew how to apply creatively in a series of anti-segregation campaigns that made him the most prestigious leader of the American civil rights movement, which earned him the award in 1964 Nobel Peace Prize winner and led to his murder at the hands of a racist fanatic in 1968. After his death, the American Black Movement embarked on a more openly revolutionary and violent path away from the Christian and liberal inspiration of King, whose memory, despite everything, is still revered and loved by the disinherited of her race. King taught us about respect and tolerance for difference, to recognize in the other the rights that we also have and respect them, regardless of their race or religion. In addition, we taught us to fight for what we believe in just through peaceful means. And no matter how many people oppose us, it is possible to make a change in the world in which we live. Thus, he contributed a lot to the fight for racial equality in one of the countries with the greatest violence of this type, such as the United States. Martin Luther King is an example to follow in all of these aspects. Martin Luther King changed the world by showing that blacks and other racial minorities have a voice and feelings too, that they suffer the mistreatment they receive and that they deserve the same rights as other people. He was, without a doubt, one of the great leaders humanity has ever had. And if he were alive, he would be proud of the Black Lives Matter fight. Because I think that if he hadn't done everything he did, probably today we would have lived in a segregationist society. Okay, Miss, this was everything. Thank you.